Hey guys, Dr. Baker. I wanted to just take a moment to talk to you guys kind of off script. One of the things that we see is a lot of people, are in, fairly hopeless situations or desperate situations or not really want to be health wise. And you look around, the healthcare system is, kind of set up for profit. It's not really there to really encourage health. I mean, there's some good people that work there, good physicians and other healthcare providers, but really the system is set up just for profit. Whereas, your health, your individual health is kind of a secondary concern. The food industry is not really concerned with producing food is going to provide the greatest health for you. It's, again, whatever makes the most profit. And there's no sort of hope in sight for that. I mean, our government's not going to come in here and suddenly say, hey guys, we need to do the right thing. This is not happening. They're captured by these corporations. So it's really upon you. And how do you sort of turn things around? Well, I think the first thing you do, you got to start with your health. And this is something that nutrition is going to play a big role in there. So whatever diet you decide to pursue, whether it's a whole food plant-based diet or a carnivore diet or something in between, get rid of all the ultra-processed garbage. I mean, that's clear. That is the clear villain here. I think almost anybody would agree with that, except for these dietitians that are sort of industry sponsored. But for the most part, that's step one. I of course favor an animal-based approach for I think a number of good reasons. But whatever's going to convince you to do that, it's going to make it sustainable. And I think you have to have something that you can actually sustain, something that's provides satiety for it. And again, steak and eggs does a pretty good job with that. And then beyond that, you've got to stop being sedentary. I mean, that's step one. A lot of people, have a sedentary office job. They sit around their house all day, spend most of the day sitting. That's got to stop. You got to get up, move around, start there, and then a few months go by, you start feeling better. Then you got to start getting stronger. You got to get in the gym. And I got to tell you, it's never easy. This is hard work, but it's work that is, something that must be done. You just have to do it. You just have to have the purpose, the discipline to, because for all you guys that are still, on the right side of the ground, that's all you guys listening to this, your life is going to go one of two ways. I don't know how many years you have left. Some people have 5 years, some people have 70 years. But those years are dictated, and how the quality of those years and the direction of your life is dictated by decisions you make and the lifestyle behaviors you do. And while it's hard, it becomes less hard. Once you start seeing results, you get motivated and inspired. And I think that's something that all of us can do. There's nobody and there's not a condition that would realistically prevent that to some degree. You can always improve your situation. I don't care if you're in a wheelchair. I don't care if you have some debilitating disease. You can always improve your situation with good nutrition and greater activity and focusing on that. And then, once you kind of lift yourself up, which I think that's your primary obligation, you can't help others until you lift yourself up. Then you start helping those around you, help your family members out, help your friends out, get them on the same path. And this is how we rebuild, a society that is clearly, not going in a good direction. We see childhood obesity rates, childhood mental health illnesses at all-time highs and only getting worse. That is not sustainable for, a healthy society, a society that I, quite honestly, I'm happy to be part of. I'd like to see my fellow human beings thriving rather than suffering. I think everybody has a more enjoyable experience with everyone around us is happy and productive. And what we're seeing is not that direction. So it's up to us. Don't wait for the government or some corporation to provide you some magic pill. All these drug promises out there, they're just again, just like every other thing, it's a short-term fix. It's not going to provide long-term, long-lasting benefits. It's going to provide short-term profits. It's going to enrich a few people, and it's going to impoverish, in many ways, millions and millions and more. All right, guys, that's all I got to say for today. I want you to know that you can do it. I'm happy to support in any way I can. Keep up the good work. You guys